I have this mason jar. You can find it at Hobby Lobby in the springtime section. And I also grabbed this scrapbook paper while I was there. I'm going to be cutting off the sections to separate the blue from the red and the white. You could set the blue strips to the side. I used 2 pieces of scrapbook paper for this. I'm going to be working with the Wise Owl 1-hour enamel clear. You can use Mod Podge if that's what you prefer. And I'm going to apply it to the top upper portion of the mason jar and lay down this star scrapbook paper. I'm then going to add more 1-hour enamel clear and take my first strip of red and white and apply it. And I'm going to repeat this till I have the remainder of the mason jar covered in the red and white stripes. When applying the scrapbook paper, I am layering it a little bit. You do want those ends to meet pretty nicely. You can use a paper cutter if you need to for a straighter line. Once everything fully dried, I'm going to just run on top of it with my mini iron. This is just going to help seal the 1-hour enamel and the scrapbook paper to the wood. This is not a necessary step, but it's one that I've kind of been doing recently. I do feel like it adheres the thicker paper better to the wood surface, giving it a nice smooth finish. If you have a little area that maybe you missed with the Mod Podge or 1-hour enamel or a little bubble, I do feel like it helps reheat the medium you used underneath the scrapbook paper and smooth it out. I'm going to go around the edges with a piece of sandpaper just to get off any excess paper that I missed with the razor blade. I'm then going to flip it over, and on the back side I'm going to apply a little hot glue and take my jute and I'm going to just wrap it around the top of the mason jar here, and then after a few wraps I'm going to glue the other end down onto the back side as well. Next I have these 3 hearts. I have 1 large and 2 small, and I'm going to paint them in the Wise Owl Snow Owl. Now of course you could pick any color of your choice. I'm going to go with the white. After I gave them a couple coats, I then have 3 stars, and I'm going to paint them all in the white as well. Now once those all fully dried, they did have holes at the top of them. They're meant for a banner. And I'm going to hide all those holes and stagger them so the stars are coming out of the top of the mason jar. I'm going to add hot glue to the areas that I'm going to be gluing to the back side. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the last star. You can just position them however you'd like with them coming out of the top. I then took the hearts, I flipped them over, and I'm going to add a piece of jute to the back side of each heart, having the jute come up from the top of the heart. I'm going to flip them over, and I'm going to have them hang at different lengths, and I'm just going to thread them through that jute we wrapped around the top of the mason jar, and then tie a knot so that the hearts are hanging from the side here. I did glue the hearts down so they're not flipping over or moving. And then I took small little white letters I had and I put USA down on the bottom red stripe. To finish it off, I'm just going to dry brush a little bit of Wise Owl chocolate paint onto the stars and the hearts to match a little better with the worn scrapbook paper. And there you go. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Paint products, tissue paper, transfers, mesh stencils, and wood cutouts can all be found at chalkitupfancy.com. And don't forget, you can also watch other tutorials over on our webpage. Have a great day.